Oof. That is a bummer. I would love to keep this hand if we had double shadow, but we don't. That's fine. We have all of our influences. Could use some more units though. See if we have a unit on top. I don't think we need Annihilate with 2 Desecrate in hand. Torch seems good. Again, would like some units. That will be dying right now. I'd like to draw one of those. That'd be pretty cool. This is just the Mono Shadow deck? No. This might be an exact mirror. It sure looks like it. So far, feeling like it definitely an exact mirror.
Send a message.
Yep.
Send a message.
Pretty much confirmed. I think since we have last chance, we can go ahead and do this.
Which one of you will shoot?
We probably just get a trade out of the deal, but it's pretty fine. He may not even block, which is even better. Yep, that works. And since it costs 0, we'll just wait. No real reason to fire it off right off the bat.
A single shot is all it takes.
Ooh, that's a lot of Instigators. Wish I had my Instigators. Well, this is actually going to be a pretty good hand. We have to bring back our Highwayman. And then play him, King Face, kill that, get him for 4 lifesteal. Back up to 21 and probably putting him down to 17. Seems unlikely that he blocks here, because there's actual no reason for it. I feel like the Lonely Diplo Seal should be a Shadow Sigil. Do I have 1 Diplo Seal in here? I pretty much straight ripped this from Neon's list. So yeah, that does seem kind of odd. If you're going to play Diplo Seal, you probably need 4 to actually be able to use it effectively.
Now it's my turn.
Might sack here or no sack at all. Probably no sack actually because of this. Oh, okay. Works for me. Not sure you'd want to run more fire than Shadow undepleted with so heavy Shadow start. Yeah, I think you're right, Faust. I do think you're right. And having the extra Shadow Sigil for the Rhysta is good.
Just a price.
4 Rhysta means you want as many Shadow Sigils as you can reasonably handle. Yeah, this is an actually exact mirror. I think 100% of the cards are the same, except for the market. I did change 1 market slot. He had the Mindfire instead of an Obliterate, and I feel like that's probably not what you want. Man, Vicious Highwayman. Sometimes I forget how strong that card is when you can kill stuff on your opponent's side. Back before FJS was the unholy, disgusting, boring piece of crap that it is today, I used to play FJS with Highwaymen and a bunch of other fun stuff. Back when Wanted Poster was still a thing. That was a fun deck.
Blaze a path.
Woo, that's a big champ.
Stonescar is in the place with a
Just a casual 7/7 deadly overwhelm for 3. No big deal. Not a big deal at all.
Now it's my turn.
Yeah, we'll sack. Not gonna risk a torch. So I was playing Stonescar after Cha-Cha got nerfed. I didn't even actually know until the unnerf that Cha-Cha was originally as she is today. So I've never actually played with Cha-Cha in its full glory until now. And I gotta say, it's nice to be doing this, because Stonescar was pretty good back when I played it in set 1, set 2 days, but it has not been good for a very long time. I think we want to threaten with the Snatcher first. I remember getting crapped on by Rapid Shot at 1 back then, but Cha-Cha was already nerfed when I started. Yeah, Rapid Shot, whew, that was really heavily played back then, for sure. And it sounds like we probably started playing around the same time, actually, Faust, because I was also set 1 days, and also after she was already nerfed.
It'll get the job done, guaranteed.
Do we go Queen with this one? I think so. I think next turn we go 2-drop, 2-drop, and then we'll follow up with Queen. Opponent not having Hailstorm would be incredibly nice. Yeah, I started not too long after open beta started, I believe. Oh, nice. Yeah, I definitely was around that time. I have a hard time pinpointing exactly when I started, but I know it was definitely toward the tail end of set 1.
A single shot is all it takes.
That swing is irrelevant. He just bounces it. Oh, Great Parliament. That's a good grab. So we took Lumen Reclaimer and Great Parliament. What did they get from the market? Not sure. Queen seems ridiculously strong here.
End of the road, friend.
I just played Elijah and Big Bucks because that's all I had, and the RNG gods got me a couple Cirsos. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, I actually didn't have Cirso in my collection until probably like 5 or 6 months ago. That was one that was also pretty impressive around that time, and doesn't see a ton of play anymore. Dawn Walker's life for me it was. Obelisk and Crystallize. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Big Booty time decks were very fun. They still are, actually. No need magic when you have bear. This is a good hand. Very good hand, in fact. Yeah, there was some funky stuff going on with that card. Absolutely. Those were fun days. I mean, it makes sense that they did what they did to Dawn Walker, but... Hey, LOL Magikarp, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. How much do we care about killing a 1-drop? I think it's fine playing Banner first, although we don't have any 2-drops yet. I guess in the off chance that we do find one, it's probably good to do it this way. And they played a depleted power, so we're good. Sweet. So now if they play literally anything, we can kill it. How's the night going, dude? It's going very well. Thank you so much, Magikarp. I hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, there we go. That bitch gonna burn with this torch. And another torch? Alright, since we found another one, in case he plays another... Hey, Faust, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. So now we can torch if he plays another one, or like anything, really. Yeah, play something. Ugh. I was really hoping it was going to be another Dusk Raider. That would have been nice. I love torching Dusk Raiders. So this is just like a Huru mid-range deck, it seems. Definitely swing first.
We'll blaze a path.
And keeping up this power for torch every turn seems very strong. Definitely would be nice to have another power to pump this up in Warcry. Enforcer, gonna silence this, that's fine. Oh, silencing Rhysta? Interesting. I guess it's more damage if we do have a power. Of which we did not have any, but, you know, he didn't know that. And now he plays anything, we Desecrate and get in with Ponysnatcher. Although, I guess if he plays another Enforcer, it's just gonna silence it. Alright, that's fine. Definitely smart to Merchant right before the Ponysnatcher hits. Seems like a good idea. Oh, Annihilate. How about that? Alright, well we're gonna do the Desecrate first. Get him with everything, and then we can Annihilate if he plays like another Merchant or something. Oh my goodness. Taking Svetya seems pretty nice. Ugh. Well, that's not lucky. Sounds great. Tribal underwhelming, preposterous. Yeah, who would ever say such a thing? Ooh. Probably go Ripknife first because we get the Warcry. Obviously the extra damage is relevant, but Warcry seems pretty great.
Something catch your eye.
Probably gonna trade, I would think, but we can get the value of getting the 1 damage off of it. Oh, Rapido. Well, now I think if he offers the trade, we just give him the old Rapido. Rapido, Rapido. Boom. Obviously not the best use of a rapid shot, but it lets us keep swinging with this deadly bro. Oh, oh. Sure, levitate it. It's not like it already had flying or anything. Sweet. Play Instigator first, torch this, get him for 2. And now our Merchant is a 5/4? Not too shabby. Ooh. Sure would like an Annihilate here. Oh, Combust works. Yeah, Combust works great.
It'll get the job done, guaranteed.
I think we can get rid of this Shakedown. I don't think he has anything cheap enough for that to be relevant. Get the Combust. And since we can last chance, I think we do it with this one. That way we get the 1 damage in from the kill, and then we get our full 5 in for the swing. Next turn, if we really want to, we can last chance it. We don't have to, but might be good to get the Flame Blast or Obliterate, potentially. Geomar.
Cities may fall, but the law stands strong.
Ooh. That's a big old Highwayman. Flame Blast would not quite do it, because it would be 1 at this point. I think we just go Highwayman. Just get at him. Get Torch with merch? There's no Torch in the market. Did you mean Flame Blast maybe? And see, that's a really good last chance target as well. Another Amelie. It's pretty obnoxious. This is like an old school, well, old school. This is like a month ago version of this deck. Oh, you thought you saw a torch in the market? Gotcha. Oh, yes, I was looking at the void. That's where the torch is. Yes. So, we last chance get him for 1 down to 8. He blocks here, takes 5, goes down to 3. That doesn't seem that great. I think we go Rhysta instead. Play the power, play the ginormous Argenport Instigator. Hit him for 2. Because this block is terrible for him. And I don't even think he can swing. I mean, obviously he can, but if he has a 1-1, he's literally dead. The 5-4 is not going to cut it either. I mean, go ahead and swing, but you're going to lose as a result. Which is a-okay by me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got him. Yep, he knows it. Up to 4-0 with this deck. I mean, not the best hand. We get to Shakedown on 1. If we Shakedown on 1, we don't get to Ponysnatcher. I still think we keep, though. It's awkward with the power situation. Hopefully it becomes less awkward. It's not going to, is it? I suppose we can wait on the Shakedown. Rhysta will stay on top. I guess we could shake down here, but we kind of put ourselves off curve specifically for the Ponysnatcher. Hey, Tailor-Made Tactics, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. We have yet to see a Cha-Cha in all those wins. We saw one, right? We had the 7-7 in the first game. We had pumped it up a couple times with our war cries. So we did see one. But past that, no, yeah, you're right. We haven't seen enough of Cha-Cha, I would say. But we are Cha-Cha real smooth on these fools. What do we get? End of the story. The hell is this? So this is a control version? I think we're gonna feast upon this deck. So we might as well do that to get the Rhysta down. I might regret it because we're probably gonna get this slain as a result. No. Okay. I would guess that's getting a tomb. Hey, there's a Cha-Cha. Safe bet seems like tomb for that grab. Vanquish, Seek, and Trove. The Vanquish is pretty good, so we'll take that. Man, Rapid Shot with Cha-Cha is mwah, delicious. Meant to last time was on, but I forgot. Oh, no worries, Tailor-Made Tactics. You got there eventually. That's what counts, right? Oh, take a Joe. Yes, please. We're never going to be able to play it, but that is fine. Ooh, I just realized what a flavor loss it was for me to not be playing that card back while playing the Gunslinger version. Yeah, that makes sense. Sweet rip, opponent. Sweet rip. Oh yeah, this is a 2-2 now. Nice. I like that a lot. Man, the balance changes were great. Everything about these balance changes, I am all about it. That's definitely going to go bottom. And we will get Cha-Cha back. Taylor's fine? Okay, I will call you Taylor. Oh, what happened to the music? That was an abrupt end to that song. We want to torch this? I don't think we care, right? But we will last chance. Get her back out there. And we'll see what they put on the board here. Or if they even put anything on the board. Pretty commanding position at the moment. Maiden, sure.
Stay.
Forever. Instigator.
A single shot is all it takes.
Yeah, this seems like the ace-based portion of the game where we win. Phew. I think we had it anyway, right? I guess not quite. We would have been like 1 or 2 points short. But man, I am really enjoying this deck. This feels immensely stronger than the Gunslinger version. Yeah, that's a good hand right there. It's a tad awkward with the Rhysta if we don't find another undepleted, but it should be okay. I went 5-0, but then went on a 3-game loss streak. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of my days, actually, Taylor. I feel like that happens really often. For some reason, after I brew a new deck, that'll happen a lot to me too. I'll like brew something new and I'll win a bunch in a row and be like, oh man, I've broken the meta, and then just lose like 7 in a row or something ridiculous like that. Usually not quite that many, but more than you want to be losing in a row. Ponysnatcher, definitely the play here. We've got to pressure control with our market. Now drawing another undepleted is pretty nice. Let's get in first. He probably has Defiance. Yep. That is fine.
You will pay for your crimes.
Did we just last chance it and play it again? Honestly, I don't see why not. They clearly do not want us taking from their market, and I definitely want to pressure them into having to get rid of that again. Desecrate doesn't seem super relevant against control. I guess he could have Vara though, so I suppose it's good to keep it. There it is.
Now it's my turn.
So definitely a good idea to keep that Desecrate. Have a second ability to kill Vara. I don't like having full 4 Rhysta, as I don't like that she can't block. Yeah, it definitely is a significant drawback. But in an aggressive deck like this, it usually doesn't matter too much. You don't really care about blocking when you're playing aggro. You're just all about hitting face fast and hard, and hitting for 4 damage with Warcry is really good.
We'll blaze a path.
Wait, what? Aerial battle? Is this an aerial battle? Oh, I guess I could have held that, couldn't I? Maybe should have. Didn't really think about it. Oh, you mean with the pony? Oh, what we got? Yeah, aerial battle. What the? Yeah. Someone has been scarred by Huru. Yeah, I think that might be the Huru tech. Interesting. Sure, you got it. I didn't even actually register that that is in fact what that is. That's crazy. Yeah, this person has fever dreams about Huru, apparently. Well, we're gonna get to torch the blade, or the hammer, whatever the hell that thing is. Sabotage will probably take the Desecrate. Maybe the Tactic, I don't know. Either one's fine. We have another Desecrate on top. Yep, it was Desecrate. Oh, that's just in the deck? Interesting. I was like, when did he go to the market? He didn't. It's just in the deck. He also has a Primal Market, apparently? This is a very strange deck. Well, it's going to be an issue if that turns into an 8-4. Yeah, ideally you don't care about block, but sometimes you need or have to, and that option is off the table with Rhysta. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There is no denying that. There are definitely situations where you gotta block, and not being able to is certainly not good.
Victory justifies all.
Jotun Hurler. Alright, well, we'll get to Desecrate the 8-4. A bit unfortunate that it comes right back, but...
Which one of you needs shooting?
We get in for a bunch of lifesteal here, so it's not really the end of the world. And hopefully we find some way of clearing that off the second time around.
We'll blaze a path.
So we're not going to play the power from Rhysta this turn. Just get him with Vara. No reason to trade here. The chump's fine. Or non-chump also fine. If only we had Rapid Shot. Probably going to Harsh Roll here. Or Suffocate. I mean, Suffocate's a lot better than Harsh Roll. Could have saved it, but that's fine. Vara. I think it's fine. They're gonna think they can get it, and they can't because of our sweet Cabal Tactic tech. I believe that was Faust. Faust, you're a genius. Full props to Faust for the one of Cabal Tactic suggestion. That is pro status boss level shit right there. Oh yeah, he's like, oh, we're good. We're just gonna clear this off the board. We'll gain 5. Nope. You don't. Obviously unfortunate we don't get the lifesteal there, but we win the game, so that seems a little better. Yeah, this is a bit awkward, but this isn't any different from what we were doing before, right? It's not like we put those crests in. We have a lot of stuff to do. We have the Ripknife, and we're one more dual land away from Champion being fully online, so yeah, seems fine. Play less banners, etc. Interesting. Whenever I'm playing a 2-color deck, oh, there we go. See, we are fully set up. Never didn't have it. Whenever I'm playing 2 faction decks, I really want to have all 12 of the dual lands, regardless of what I'm doing. Just to guarantee I'm gonna have a reasonable amount of getting both colors off of one power.
You're a sad bunch.
Yeah, we just have to play this depleted and pass, and we'll annihilate. I like more sigils, but 3 standards might be a little too greedy on the undepleted power side. Guess it needs testing, to be honest. You got a lot of plays on 2 and Rhystas that fetches you undepleted, so it might work. Yeah, I think that's all correct, Faust. I'm definitely just trying it out here. I'm not convinced it's correct. Like, we maybe want to just have 2, because then we're down to significantly less depleted power, which is obviously to be desired in this deck. I think we go Rhysta instead of Champ. That way next turn we can Warcry. Well, I guess we Warcry if we draw another power, but my thinking there was to guarantee we have 4 power next turn and can do these things, which is good because he might play a Severin here, and we want to Desecrate that, and getting another unit on board as well is good. And there's the Severin. We got an Ambler Ring. Shakedown, okay. So yeah, play Ripknife. It is unfortunate. I guess I should have held the power. There was actually no reason to do it last turn, so we missed out on 2 points of damage here. 4 banner, 3 crest, 3 seed is what I have. Yeah, that seems reasonable. You don't necessarily need all of the duels. Rhysta against rats. Who will not block the best? Yes. It's a lot of non-blocking happening in this matchup. Let's see what they got in hand. Oh, we'll take that hideaway. Snap it out of that hand. And Cha-Cha into Cha-Cha feels pretty great. I'd love to find a Rapido to really stick it to him.
Let's go.
I suppose the other thing to be said for not playing very many standards is that, specifically in this situation, it's a depleted power and not a thing that you actually want. I guess that's kind of always true though, before it turns into the tactic. So maybe that's just not even insightful at all, and I should not have even said that.
Single shot is all it takes.
There's only Champ and Queen and Highways that need double influence. Yes, this is true. This is very true. Although you do need triple with Champ, and preferably on turn 3. So I think that's the case to be made for having the maximum amount of dual lands. But I certainly think the deck can function perfectly well without having all of them. He only has 1 rat cage, right? I believe so. Yep. Give another one. He does have another one. That's pretty good. And he gets to draw a card off of it? Or 2 cards? Oh no, okay, Spear. Sure. Draws a card off the vault. Pretty nice. Spear will kill Rhysta, I suppose. I'm not sure about that ping. Why didn't he just ping face? Maybe he was hoping to draw another Pitfall Trap? Yeah. Yeah, let me go ahead and block that so you can kill it with the spear. That'd be super smart of me, wouldn't it? Yeah, but because of that, I just run 3 champ and may go back to 4. Oh, I think you should go to 4. 4 champ is where you want to be. If you're running queens, you probably have a banner in the market then. I only have specifically this deck, there's just the 1 queen in the market. Wanted to test how often it was turned on. Yeah, definitely worth testing for sure. That. We just get back the other Cha-Cha? We could play it here. Yeah, let's do it. Cha-Cha real smooth.
Stonescar isn't a place for the weak-hearted.
And find it hard to believe we lose from here. They would have to... Well, that's maybe step 1. That's 8 damage. I was gonna say they would have to like Bizarre Stampede, but even then I don't think they win. Equivocates 1 Cha-Cha, sure. And loses, sweet. Ah, this is where it's awkward. Very, very awkward. but I think that just means we play Ripknife instead. So it puts us off the Ponysnatcher, which we would prefer to play first. And that's not ideal, but putting Ripknife down on 2 is fine. And this is aggressive, so probably not the end of the world that we won't get to snatch something on turn 3. So 4 of that depleted can often not be depleted if you have a basic power in hand. Yeah, from the seats. And another 3 which are undepleted if you have a unit. Yep. I kind of just always count those as undepleted, even though they aren't always. Obviously, the crests are always depleted no matter what.
A single shot is all it takes.
So, play the tactic. Might as well swing. If he really wants to trade with the Instigator, that's fine. And he does not. I don't think we play another Ripknife, actually. This trade's pretty good. We're not going to trade here, obviously. But this may just prevent him from swinging for 3. If he has a torch, it's obviously another story, but... Oh, okay, sure. That is a trade up in my book. Rhysta, huh?
We'll blaze a path.
So we're gonna go with the depleted power this time. And he could just 2-for-1 there, so we're not going to swing in. But if he swings with the Instigator, we're gonna do the trade again. 13 games only, couldn't play unit on curve just twice. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good rate. Well, Combust to kill Rhysta? Really? Okay. Probably gonna take the Merchant, I would guess. Yep. I honestly don't think that Treachery is good in an aggro shell. Because it makes it really awkward to decide whether you want to play a unit or play Treachery to take a unit. Campbell's only not a 5/5 once. That's not bad. Not bad. Wait, did they just BM us? I'm glad I looked away. Well, those are going to start getting us life pretty soon here. Now he's angry at being stuck on 3. Oh, yeah. That is a real thing. And he's still stuck on 3, apparently. I mean, sure, laugh it up, buddy. That is unfortunate that he got stuck. Because we probably would be dead, actually, because he probably has a queen in hand. Oh, taking a queen's pretty nice. We're going to keep this in case we draw a merchant. Practice stuff when I play. I'm a bit OCD that way. Well, that's, I mean, that's a good thing, you know? Being very technical about how you play and knowing all the different ins and outs of your deck is definitely a good thing. Pretty unfortunate for our opponent there. It was kind of the only reason we won. Man, I cannot believe how much success we're having with this deck. Super awkward hand. I think we gotta ship that one. This one's pretty awkward too, but we at least have 2 2-drops and we can play them. I feel like the opponent would have straight up won if he combusted the Assassin instead of Rhysta. Yes, I think he would have, because we wouldn't have been able to block for 1 or 2 turns where it was actually really relevant. You not long, but might get there if you can keep this run going. Man, I've jumped up many, many ranks tonight. I guess winning 8 in a row is going to do that, though. Alright, well that was exactly what we were hoping for, actually.
Send a message.
Ripknife first. And we're playing against another Stonescar deck. No real shock. I was expecting a lot of people to be playing it after the buffs. Probably taking Vara if I had to guess. Could be Merchant, I suppose. Cha-Cha not online yet. So... Market swap doesn't seem relevant though. I think we just get down the Instigator for now.
All it takes.
Treachery main deck, what a world, yep. I honestly, unless you're playing the mid-range Stonescar deck, I think it's incorrect to play Treachery. Because it didn't do us any good having it in the Gunslinger version. Could also be because that version wasn't good, but it just felt weird having it. I have Combust, Jack, Joe, Boar, and can't remember what other in the market. That seems like a pretty good market. I think this version's a bit too aggressive for Joe. Although, obviously the card draw part is really relevant. Do we kill Cha-Cha? I think we do. And we might as well get him with both the deadlies. He's probably going to trade with Cha-Cha, which is fine. But I like getting the Stat Maiden off the board. This does seem like a more mid-rangey version with the Stat Maidens. Joe's really good to fetch to just draw one and then it usually goes back. Yes, that is true. Yeah, but you're running what, 4 merchants? Yes. Well, I don't know about Taylor, but this deck is only running 4 merchants. I think when we get the Stonescar Smuggler in the next set, it will be a lot more reasonable to run stuff like Joe in a 2-faction Stonescar deck. Although all Stonescar decks are 2-faction, what am I talking about? It'll be more reasonable to play 8 Smugglers and be able to do stuff like Joe consistently. Flame Blast for 2 to kill a 2/2. Impressive. A 6/6 deadly for 3 seems pretty good to me. Sure would like another fire source. We may end up getting Combust from the market, we'll see. Desecrate the 6/6, that's fine. Yeah, I do think Flame Blast is probably a better market slot than Joe. In an aggressive version, for sure. Yeah, the Combust looks pretty good here.
It'll get the job done, guaranteed.
Interesting. Cookbook in the market also seems pretty good. Not as good for an aggro version, but it definitely seems like they're more mid-rangey than we are. So, definitely seems good, and I feel like this card could be making a comeback. Dark Return on Cha-Cha is a bit annoying.
Stonescar isn't a place for the weak-hearted.
Oof. Awkward. Hey, what's going on, Dead Joker? How you doing tonight? Ugh, alright. We are absolutely killing it with the Stonescar deck. 8-0 currently. Oh, you got the 4th copy of Highwayman in the market? Yeah, that also seems pretty reasonable. Well, we get to annihilate your Instigator. We also are going to die, which sucks. First death with this deck is sad. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it either. Torch doesn't do it. I mean, we can shoot him. I guess we block to soak up the damage. We're not necessarily dead. Oh, we're dead. Alright, so we finally lost.